And now it's my great pleasure to bring in one of the best, the pimp on a blimp comedian, Alex Stein, Primetime 99. Alex, welcome to the program. You have been a busy man, sir, attending some pro-Palestine rallies this week. Have a look at this.
Are you guys here protesting? I'm Charlie Kirk. Nice to meet you.
No, I'm good.
What? You guys don't like me?
I'm not interested in doing it.
But you're here protesting. You obviously have a message you want to get across.
I'm not interested in getting it across to you.
Do you got anything you want to say to the people on the internet? What does that mean? This isn't even that good of a sign.
Can you please put that?
What does it say? Can I use this?
Well, that's
Free Palestine. This is the widest Palestinian protest. How do they treat homosexuals?
Absolutely not talking to you.
Those are the cutest earrings I've ever seen.
Absolutely not talking to you right now.
Why?
Free Palestine.
Do they have good gay rights in Palestine?
Palestine.
Do they have pride parades in Palestine?
That doesn't matter when you have a horrible
It doesn't
thing
matter if you get thrown
happening
off a roof. Would you say that October 7th was bad?
October 7th.
This guy is the coolest guy here. He's got the cool earrings. I think my wife's boyfriend has the same earrings. What do you think about Hamas?
Free Palestine.
Look at these. I can make him say Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. Alex Stein, thank you so much for coming on here. Tell us about this protest, but I got to say, you know, with young people like this out there on university campuses, I got to say I'm feeling pretty good about the future.
Oh my gosh, what a joke. Can you just if you had to describe what the Palestinian protest would look like in Arlington, Texas, there's no better description than 8 white students and 1 Middle Eastern student that are championing a cause that, you know, that guy with the Palestinian earrings, if he wore those earrings in Gaza, he would literally get thrown off a roof. So these people are confused, and I know this as a person who goes to a lot of protests. They're really doing it for the social atmosphere of it. They're not doing it because they really care about the political cause. Because those people, I doubt, are going to go from Arlington, Texas, or ever go to Palestine or Gaza. And if they did, then they should go up there and go fight and help if they really care that much.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, there's just such a fantastic kind of weenie lameness about this, because in some of these protests I see them and they've actually, you know, they have to read off their phone Free Palestine because our educators haven't given them even the short-term memory to be able to memorize something like that.
I know. I mean, it's a nursery rhyme and they can't even remember it. So, I mean, just think about that. They're looking at their phone, trembling. But, you know, on a serious note, you know, I am a comedian, but when I go to these rallies, I noticed from BLM to the transgender youth rallies, the Palestinian rallies, they're a lot more tense. And that one was not a really good example of the, you know, how tense they get. But if you're in New York, they had to create the SRG, Strategic Response Group. And that's a sector of the NYPD that is just for stopping protesters because they're sick of it. They're sick of what they're doing and shutting down streets, blocking roads when people are trying to get into work. So, you know, it's kind of sad that a few bad apples can spoil the bunch. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start creating legislation against protests, and then we lose some of our constitutional rights here in America.
Well, yeah, I mean, Alex, what's happening with this? Because I saw this week you had protesters blocking the entrance to Chicago's O'Hare Airport. People were dragging their luggage past these people. They just released a bunch of people who shut down the Golden Gate Bridge with no charges. I mean, surely, though, I'm as big a First Amendment guy as you're going to meet, but this is not First Amendment stuff when you're just causing wanton kind of, you know, inconvenience and economic damage.
No, I mean, listen, I'm a protester. I'm a political activist myself, but you guys have to come up with a smarter way to get your message across instead of blocking people from trying to get to their 9-to-5 job, or people that are trying to fly to see a sick loved one before they pass away, or, you know, maybe go on a family vacation they've saved all year for, on a cruise, you know, missing a flight. Like, these are special occasions that these protesters, they're trying to make their political point, but at what cost? You know, and for me, that's when I became more successful. I started going and speaking at city council meetings very earnestly, but once I started mocking the politicians and I got creative, then my message got across a lot better. So they need to come up with creative solutions instead of just blocking people from trying to live their everyday lives.
Hey, Alex, I thought this was pretty funny, though. At Columbia University, there were a bunch of protesters who claimed that they were sprayed with an Israeli chemical weapon, but it turned out to actually be a fart spray bought off Amazon. Tell us about that.
No, and you know, they do that all the time. I was speaking with Gavin McInnes at Penn State, and it's funny, they said that, you know, some white nationalists sprayed them, but it was really the Antifa group. They caught them on camera, and it was the Antifa that did it. So, there's all kinds of agent provocateurs. People want to play the victims. That's what this protest is all about, is about victimhood. And it's sad. It really is. You would think that these people want to be like champions for free speech or champion of their cause, but they have to create lies and create a narrative that they're being attacked with chemical spray. Yet you can literally buy that stuff on Amazon or any joke, store in America. And it stinks though. Have you ever smelled that fart spray? It's strong. I'm not kidding. I use it. And it is stinky. So I'm a little empathetic to them on that one.
Don't mix that one up with your deodorant. But hey, one more thing, just a totally different topic here. It seems that the prodigal son of the British royal family is not returning to the UK. He has renounced his British residency, and since this is a U.S. report, we have to report the fact that America has a new migrant. Is this the worst thing that's happened in this whole migrant crisis?
No, it's not. We need to welcome him. Donald Trump, he needs to change his policy that all illegal immigrants are going to get, instead of 2 months of free housing, 6 months of free housing. We need to give all the illegal immigrants green cards so they can vote. No, I mean, obviously I'm kidding. I'm over exaggerating, but listen, that family's a mess. Did you see the video from Max Markle, Meghan's brother, who was, drunk on YouTube, shooting off on her? So these people are just, they're so self-involved. They don't really care about the causes. They get shows on Netflix when they don't even want to make it. Yet you and I, we work our butts off trying to create content and entertain the masses, but they don't have that same pressure that we have because everything is handed to them. So, that's why I have animosity towards him. I really don't care that he lives in America. Actually, I like it because I think the royal family are a bunch of freaks, especially if they're best friends with Jeffrey Epstein, like Prince Andrew. So maybe Prince Harry's doing the right thing by coming to America and getting away from that crazy family.